Hello, what's up, everyone? We're back, episode 4 of the Japan playthrough, and it's good to be back. It's been a while, and I'm a little tired. Been a long week, been a long day, but both very productive and very fun. So yeah, haven't had too much free time, but now I have a little bit. So I'm gonna yap a little bit. I don't know how long I'll play. Really, this could be a shorter one or it could be a longer one. Who knows? But let's get to it. We're oh yeah, I forgot the modernizer on the Shogunate loaded. But yeah, let's see. Trying to remember where we are. Gotta build logging camps and stuff. And D-Peasant. Modernized. Airborne. Buddhist monks. Ew, just kidding. Just kidding. That's okay. I mean, like, who knows if we're even gonna be, like, still a monarchy at that point. But, yeah. We're earning recognition fast. Oh, 'cause we got rid of serfdom and stuff. Oh, interventionism. Yay! We gotta unlock companies. That'll be really helpful. Oh, I feel like we gotta get onto proportional, since even though neither of these are technically better right now, but if we can get onto proportional, we're researching egalitarian. So, so what do the modernizers like? What do you want? School, tax, school, protectionism, and interventionism. Hmm. Do we think? No. I'm not gonna go for it right now. We can't get rid of child labor yet since we don't know what human rights are. But, let's get rid of local police force. That's just like a nice, easy, no-brainer law pass. Holy, why do I have no bureaucracy? I probably passed like the Sulliget's no bureaucracy law. By the way, that's my name. Uh, enjoy. I don't think there's much you can do with it. Yeah. Where am I declaring this interest? It doesn't... Just there. Perfect. What's going on in Germany? Why? Oh, the Austrians are... Okay. You do you, Austria. I'm gonna do me. And by that I mean, build up government administrations so that I can actually have bureaucracy and not die. Rad. Okay. With their support, the bill will pass. Maybe we don't have to be racist. Anyways, I'm here today to yap about, perfect. About, it's difficult to move on. It's difficult when you have to acknowledge that the past something was great or something was even just like cool or fun or whatever, and now it's just not. Now it's different, and you can't go back, and you just gotta learn how to deal with it, and that sucks. It really is awful, but it's just something you have to go through in life, and I'm not too old, but I know that I'm gonna have to go through it a lot of times. Life doesn't get just easier and easier. There are ups and downs. And I know that it's not gonna be perfect. Also, I think my income's probably a lot higher now because, like, Mappy went down, so now I'm getting $1 zillion, which is wonderful. I just went up to Iron Frame for all my constructed sectors, and I'm gonna build an extra one in Kanto. Awesome! But, yeah, the problem is that it's really tempting to just be like, how can I go back? How can I recreate those same conditions, but now? But the problem is that the vast majority of the time is just not possible. Maybe that person you were with just doesn't like you anymore and there's nothing you can do about it. Maybe your friend is busy and you can't do much. Or there's just so many things in life that just happen. Maybe a loved one has passed away and you wish you could just spend a little more time with them, but you can't. And that sucks. Like, truly, it's awful to try and get through that, but a lot of it is just you have to. There's not like an option to go back. Life keeps going forwards, and it's rough, but that's just how it goes. I need tools. I need tools really bad. Let's make more tools. And you can't just treat your life in the exact same way as you would have if that person were around. You have to change what we're doing, or what you're doing. Like, let's say if you, like, were talking to this person every day, and then whether you stop being friends, or they move away, or they pass away, or whatever, you just can't contact them anymore. You can't just keep trying and messaging them and calling them and expecting them to respond, since they won't, and you have to accept it, no matter how difficult that is. And it really is difficult, but it gets easier every day you try and deal with it. But every day that you run away from it, you're just making it worse. Every day you think, oh, it'll just return to how it was. It's not very unlikely that it will, and you're just making it worse in the long run for yourself. You have to, if you were talking to that person every day, find new people to talk to, or, I don't know, find a new thing to do with your free time. Like, develop a hobby that you've really been enjoying into, like, something more, or try a new thing. But I know it's really difficult to do that. I've gone through that myself. I'm sure not as much as some people have, but I've gone through it, and as hard as it is, I've definitely turned out for the better since, yeah, I don't know, I know I've said this a lot, but it's really difficult to try and wrap your head around change. Like, as a species, we're designed to not like change, since if something is working for us and keeping us alive, then our body and mind is like, well then, that's great, keep doing that, since like all living things were engineered pretty much for the purpose of surviving and reproducing. So, I mean, if we didn't do that, then we wouldn't be here. So it's just our biological response to changes. Ah, crap. Let's go back. Ooh, Heavenly Kingdom. But, can't go back. And that's the problem. Like, there's no really escaping from whatever changes happen. You just have to learn to live with them and make the best of it. I gotta get tools. But yeah, that's my spiel for the day. Changes happen and they suck sometimes. Well, a lot of the time, and even if they don't like suck, it's still difficult to go through, but you gotta. There's no other choice. There's no going back, as much as we wish there was. Why are you not making money? Are you not using the... You're not. Do that. Make them make money. And yeah, there we go. Life gets tough sometimes, but you gotta surround yourself with people that'll help get you through it, and also just try and be a helpful person yourself. And self-esteem is really like the most one of the most important things, since if you think that I'm a cool person, I enjoy spending time with me, then that's going to make your life a lot easier, since one of the only constants in life is that you'll be there. I don't know what my future is going to be like. I don't know what job I'm going to have. I don't know if I'm going to have a family, and if I do have one, what it'll look like. But I know that as long as I'm alive, I have to deal with me. And I get to deal with me, is a better way to put it, since in my not so humble opinion, I think I'm pretty cool. I enjoy, like, I don't know how to put this. I enjoy me. I'm not, like, the best person ever. I know I'm not the best at everything, but I enjoy my sense of humor. I enjoy every once in a while just getting some time to myself, and whether it's reading or thinking or playing some video games, learning to be like friends with myself and enjoy my own company in just like a wholesome way is just so... it's such a good life skill. I don't need that. We have schools. And I feel like, I mean, people probably talk about it a lot, but I don't hear that much about it. And I really do think that, like, being able to, like, spend time with yourself and just do that is a valuable life skill. But, let's go! New dawn. Big changes. We are now a recognized power. Awesome! How does this... this helps us somehow, I forget, but we... we get some cool stuff, I think. Who are we saying sucks? He's okay. By the way, I'm passing wealth voting because in this game, you're trying to go through the optimal path for developing your economy, developing the means of production, is you gotta go through capitalism, and holy crap, Heavenly Kingdom won. Good for them. Wah, 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 wah. Sorry, I'm not sparing the money for like 4 people in my budget. That's a few people, but what can you do? Anyways, in order to give the capitalists more power to get like good laws for them, wealth voting is a lot of the time to play. I know technocracy is like the best since it gives you like free company charter, wowzers, and all this cool stuff, and that's low-key kind of overpowered. But I do not give a fart. I'm chill with my little wealth voting, and maybe I'll go to like Universal, and then maybe I'll go to single party, or maybe I'll go to technocracy. Who knows? But we're chilling. We're gonna be chilling on wealth voting for a little while. Although it might, we're gonna have political parties, and that's gonna mess up the government so badly. But whatever. It's gonna be okay. I'll manage, and Japan will get through it. There may be some growing pains. Well, there will be some growing pains. It will suck for a little while. We will have like 4 legitimacy because suddenly, like, the rural folk and the capitalists will decide, hey, let's be in the same party even though we hate each other and one of us wants to have a nice little agrarian economy and one of us wants industrialization. The worst thing is when the industrialists and the trade unions form a party together because it's literally the capitalists and the proletariat and they hate each other and their interests are like completely opposed. One of them wants like a plutocracy of individualism and one of them wants like a proletarian workers government. Like, dog, who thought this was gonna work? Let's build a textile mill. Yes. No, let's build a furniture. No, let's build a textile mill. And then let's build a furniture. But yeah, growing pains happen. And as I've been saying, this change might hurt a little bit, as do all, and I'm gonna lose my legitimate government in all likelihood, since they'll be like, let's put the petite bourgeois in there too, and then that's, ugh. But we will make it through, because it's okay. We live on, and yeah, and this obviously isn't as bad of a change, or as just difficult to get through of a change as some things in real life are, like passing a law in a video game and having something that doesn't impact your country too horribly badly for a little while isn't the end of the world. But it's a low stakes example. If you can make it through having a crappy government for a little while in a video game, in real life we gotta deal with that crap, but that's a topic for another video. I'm not getting that political here yet, but if you can make it through having an illegitimate government in your video game for a little while, then you should be able to make it through. Well, it's not that you should be able to make it through anything in real life, but it's like you are able to make it through anything. The reason that humans are so freaking awesome is that, like, we're able to adapt to things. Like, obviously, we don't like change that much, but we're able to deal with it. We've gone through, like, we went from, like, tribal communism through, like, chattel slavery and feudalism and capitalism and all this stuff. Those have been massive changes, and we're still alive. Now we've got a lot of things that are threatening to kill us right now, like nuclear annihilation and global warming, but we're here. We made it. And we can keep going as long as we acknowledge that the year right now is not like we're not in 1920, we're not in 19 like 50. We're not in the past. We're right now, and conditions are different, but we'll make it through. Even though things are a little rough right now, it'll get better. As long as we work towards it and just make an effort to improve ourselves bit by bit every day. And, well, I'm not talking politics here. I'm talking your individual lives. I'll talk politics in a while. But yeah. I think that's probably enough for today. I've gone on for quite a while, but I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.